You know what the most revolutionary act really is. Not dreaming bigger, not aiming higher. It's admitting quietly to yourself that you've been abandoning the basics, that your life didn't need more complexity. It needed you to stop betraying the fundamentals day after day until you barely recognized yourself. This is a story about that admission, a story about a list, not a 2026 vision board guide, an indictment. It begins with a line that sounds spiritual but isn't. Put God first, and you immediately understand. This isn't about religion. It's a hierarchy correction, a confession whispered after years of letting something else sit on that throne. Ego, maybe. The desperate need for validation, the distraction that felt like living. It's the quiet realization that every time you put something transient first, you lost a piece of your own foundation. This is the first return, the one change that reorders every other change that will follow. Read books, hit the gym, drink water. Look at these. They are not ambitious. They are admissions. Read books means my mind went hungry. I fed it scrolling, reacting, consuming the shallow end of everything. I forgot how to think deeply. So my life became shallow. Hit the gym is not for a better body. It's for a body that obeys you again. Because when the body is soft and undisciplined, the mind negotiates with every impulse, every excuse, and it always loses. Drink water. It's almost painful in its simplicity. It means you were so dissociated from the vessel carrying you that you neglected its most basic fuel. This is not laziness. This is a divorce from the self. Save money. Avoid drama. Here's a sound of exhaustion. Save money is an apology note to the future self you've been bankrupting for present impulses. Again and again. Avoid drama is the wisdom that comes from being burned by unnecessary fires you thought would keep you warm. Chaos feels like passion, but it drains the account of your peace. And one day you look and you are bankrupt. And then pray more. It appears twice. That repetition is the whole story. It means the silence was missing. The vertical connection, the alignment, was gone. You were living entirely on the horizontal plane, reacting, chasing, coping, comparing, a flat existence with no compass. The ache for that vertical axis, that anchor, is so deep it had to be written twice. Then, the list breaks. The polish falls away. Stop living sane shimped again. No positive thinking. No productivity jargon. Just the raw, frustrated truth. This is the real goal. Not self-improvement. Pattern interruption. This list exists because last year already happened. And the year before that. You know the script. You know the promises made in the dark and broken by the comfortable morning light. This isn't about becoming a new person. It's about refusing to loop. What's powerful here is the complete lack of glamour. These aren't upgrades. They are resets. This is someone realizing they don't need a new personality. They need a relentless, boring consistency with the old, abandoned basics. There's no excitement in this list. There's resolve. This is what you write when motivation has failed you 100 times and you're finally ready for structure. When you realize change doesn't come from a bolt of inspiration, but from the quiet, daily refusal to negotiate with yourself anymore. It comes from one change, held. One fundamental, restored. Then another. Not as a grand plan, but as a chain of quiet corrections. The quiet truth underneath it all is this mechanical reality. If you fix the fundamentals, the future changes automatically. The compound interest of showing up for yourself in these tiny, profound ways is astronomical. If you don't fix the fundamentals, no goal, no dream, no vision board matters. It will all crumble on the weak foundation you refused to repair. So this list is not a promise of transformation. It is a warning you write to yourself. Because if you don't choose differently today, you already know exactly how the year ends. You've lived it. You know the taste of that regret. That knowing is what finally made them write it down. That's the spark. The one change isn't the first item on the list. It's the decision to write the list at all. To finally see the loop, and in seeing it, step out of its worn groove. The path forward isn't ahead. It's underneath your feet, in the simple things you've always known but left undone. Start there. Rebuild there. The rest will follow. Just pick one and begin.